Hello. I'm gonna start right now, so please, if you are there, please let me know. Okay, guys, if you are there, please let me know so that I can. Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Jalal. Welcome again and again and again. Or let's say in Arabic, hala fik. Guys, anyone else? Mr. Jalal, do you have any problem with the voice, with the video, as we used to do? Hala fik, Mr. Awad. As we used to do, we check with check the voice and the video. If everything is okay, we can start immediately. So please, anyone have any problem with the audio or the video, please let me know. Thank you, Mr. Jalal. Mr. Awad, do you have any problems? Can you hear me clearly? Mr. Awad, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. Thank you. I just got your reply. Okay. Should we wait a few minutes until everyone is joining, or I can see more people are joining? We are 4 now. Or we just can start and blame them for being late. Okay, someone else is leaving. I think I'm gonna blame them for being late, and I will start. So what do you think, guys? Should I start? Okay, I will start, and let's blame them for being late. I love this idea. Okay, this session is going to be about configure. Okay, Mr. Awad, I will start. This session is about configuring Pycharm with templates on your local machine so that you can get ready for development with templates, of course, and how to add your customized modules to your project. Also, we will work on more understanding how the module is structured. Of course, during this process, we will create our module. Everything we will try to make it automated as much as possible to make it easier for you and for your teammates if you are going to help others to understand what we are going to do today. So first of all, I will let's start with creating the module. This will be the best way to start with. So first of all, I will start my terminal. Okay, I will zoom in. As you remember, guys, we have created a folder, Odoo 12, in our home directory, where we kept our Odoo, which is the source code, okay, for Odoo. So I will log in. We have all the files here, but as you know, Odoo 12 is still a new version, and as you might know also that it's not stable enough at the beginning and needs more updates in the future. That's why we cloned the project. We did not download it using the normal way of downloading. We did clone the repository, the whole repository. Why we did so? To get all the updates from time to time, which will allow us to have the most updated version with fixes and new features if they have any. Okay, so it's expected to take a few minutes to be downloaded. What I'm doing now, again, I'm updating my version of Odoo, so I can do get poll maybe every day. I can do it every week to get the updates in my repository. These updates can fix some issue, can add some feature, or as we used to have from Odoo, they might remove also some features because it already did in accounting. They did remove some reports and some other features in accounting, mainly in accounting. Okay, so we are almost done. Okay, there are some new files were created. You can understand this from this word create. So it's all about localization files for language, PO files. You might need also to understand what does it mean. So PO files are for localization. Okay, one of them are Arabic, RPO, which is for Arabic. Some other files were modified. Okay, most of them are PO. So I think we will not expect more stability from the previous version we already had. Okay, I just wanted to explain again why we did use get clone in the first lecture. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create a new custom module. Okay, that we will use during our session. So I will start my virtual machine, which was Odoo, virtual environment, Odoo 12. If you missed this in the first session, you can go back and check this, how to create a virtual environment. Okay, so I'm working on Odoo 12 environment, which has all the requirements installed, and we are sure that it is matches the Odoo needs to work smoothly with no issues. So I will use Python 3 Odoo. Sorry, Odoo dash something is missing. Did we miss something? We have Odoo pin Python. Yes, Python 3 Odoo dash pin. Okay, scaffold. So what is scaffold? You can add this parameter dash help to get more details about this command. So Odoo dash pen scaffold, it used to generate Odoo modules skeleton. It will create the files for you for a module that you are going to use for your development. So this process will automate everything, and it is error free. You will have no errors, and you will make sure that everything is correctly created. Okay, so I will create the module using these options. So now I have the template. We have two templates only, the default one and the theme module. We will start with the default one. Okay, then the name of the module, what name you need for your module, and it will be the technical name, by the way. So, and also the destination, where will you keep your module. So I will start this by scaffold. I will name it custom module. This is optional because it is located between square brackets, which means that it's optional and can be ignored. Okay, so custom module is a name. So the destination, I will keep it outside this folder, which is Odoo. So if I step out this folder, I have now my custom module. Of course, you can name it whatever you want, maybe custom project, custom HR, whatever. You can name it whatever you want. Okay, so I can keep it in this way, or I can create a directory for all the module for the current project. So what? Let's say that I have a project named project live sessions. I will create a directory. Now I have 3 directories. I will move custom modules to be inside project live sessions. Okay. For now, I have this module. Now I need to configure PyCharm for the new project. I will close this project and create a new project. Okay, I will click this icon to open the directories, which is Odoo, Odoo 12, project live sessions. Okay. Okay, for the environment, I need to make sure that it does not existing. There is no interpreter, so I need to configure this one too. It should be environment. Just a minute. I think I missed something here. Should be this one. Okay. Odoo .virtual environments, Odoo 12, but I still need to get Python from here there. Okay, I can use this one or I can use this one. It's okay, but I'm gonna use this one. Okay. So again, what I have done is I have added, again, I will repeat these steps again. I have used existing interpreter. Okay. Virtual environment, virtual env environments. From there, I will choose, this is my home directory, virtual env Odoo 12. If you have any other virtual environments, they will be listed here. For example, if you have Odoo 12, Odoo 10, Odoo 9, Odoo 11, whatever you have, it will be created here. So inside bin, you need to choose which Python version you will use. So I will use Python 3. Again, here we are. Okay, so I will make it available for all projects. So if we created another project in the future, it will be used for these projects. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, now I have this environment. It's Python 3 for Odoo 12 environment. And here the project is not empty. Would you like to create a project from? Yes, I agree with this. So I have this project live session, this folder, and I have this custom module. We will come back to this structure in a few minutes. Okay, so I will mark directory as source root, which means that I can use it for search, I can use it to import Python modules and so on. And of course, I need to open Odoo, the source code for Odoo, this one. Okay, add to existing currently open project. Yes, add it there. Also, I need it to be available for searching. If I wanted to find something in the source code, this will be very helpful. Okay. Okay. For now, I need to configure. Okay, I need to configure the way how it will work. I mean the script. Okay, so that I can just this triangle, this button to run the project or to stop the project. I need to configure this screen. So here I will let's name it live sessions. I need to add the directory for the script, which is odoo-bin. Okay, then the parameters, I need to copy this. Okay, the parameters is about add-ons dash path equal project live. For now, we have the add-ons, which is came already with Odoo by default, and with a project with project live session, which is our custom modules. Okay, so we need to confirm that it's using Python 3.6 from Odoo 12, which is our virtual environment. And here we go. I just trying to confirm that I did not miss anything and everything is working fine. So I'm trying to log in to my local machine using this port. Yes, and it seems to work fine. I will create a new database. I will delete this one. I will name it life. Okay, and again, I'm insisting to add my phone number each time so that you can call me whenever you want. Okay, if you need any kind of help. Okay, so let's start, guys. Am I driving fast? Am I okay? Do you want me to slow down? Please let me know if you have any problems. So we are done and the database is ready. Okay, it should list all the module. I'm really sorry for the noise. Again, my home is beside the road, so I will keep this noise all the time, and I'm really sorry for that. Okay, we have this custom module. We need to make sure that it's available in the new database. Okay, we have it here, custom module. That is a module we have just created using scaffold command, and it seems to be fine. Okay, so again, guys, are you still following? Do you have any problems with the voice except for the noise outside my window? Do you have any problems with the voice, with the video? Am I moving fast? Okay, thank you, Mr. Jalal, for your confirmation. Anyone else have any problem? Mr. Awad, do you still following us? Okay, I think that Mr. Awad has left. No, he's still here. Okay, you are welcome anytime. So anyone else has any problem? Okay, let's proceed. Okay, until now we have just created a new module using the scaffold command. Again, you might need to check this. Again, it's Odoo-pen scaffold and the module's name and the location where you are going to save it or keep it for your project. Okay, and now I have successfully configured Pycharm. Okay, by adding the script here, which is Odoo-pen and the add-ons path, and of course you can add whatever you want, like XML, RPC, port. You can also add like something like that, -u some modules, so that if you wanted to restart your service, it will update the module for you each time. Okay, so I will remove this for now. Again, I wanted to confirm that I'm using the virtual environment that we did install in our first session. Okay, and I will apply and okay. So I will start by adding some codes. It will not be adding code. I'm trying to test something. Okay, let's say that you are going to create a new class. For example, it's product, which is model. Okay, it's a really headache. You need to create everything by yourself. Name, let's say product. Really headache. What if I helped you, or you have something to automate everything for you? Actually, this option is available to create a few things for you. Until now, we have created the module structure using scaffold, but it will be awesome if you have a tool that create the models and views for you, okay, and everything for you. Okay, so this tool, I have already this tool here. It's Odoo Pycharm Templates. I have created this one, and first of all, I need to thank the contributors. Okay, we were 7 who are cooperated to have this thing, this repository to be great. I started this, but I have some other mates. I will keep this for a second just to say thank you guys. You helped me to get this better, and you improved this a lot. Okay, so you can find this Pycharm template here in the description, or you can also get it from here in the chat. You can go and just download it. Okay, you can start it for me. Okay, and you also can watch it to keep your eye on the updates if I have any updates in the future. And I really expect to have updates in the future, because as I told you, Odoo 12 has a lot of many features that I expect to be added in this repository. Okay, so you have 2 options to create or to add this templates to your Pycharm in your local environment. One of them is to just download settings.jar by clicking here and import the settings in Pycharm file, import settings. So we have this option. So it's file, import settings. Okay, then find the jar file that you have just downloaded, and it will be installed for you. Okay, all you need is to just file again and invalidate and restart. File. Okay, we have invalidate, caches, and restart. Okay, this step I will use for the next, or let's say the other step, other way of installation. So I have also the manual installation. I really prefer this one. Okay, so I will start with it right now. I will copy this URL, okay, to clone this repository. I will move to my home directory. It's home/Odoo, which is the home directory. Then I will move to Pycharm config. Keep in mind that there is dot, because it's a hidden file. And in Linux, you have the hidden files with a prefix dot. Okay, so .pycharm config, you can get clone this repository, and here we are. You will have Odoo Pycharm templates. All you need is to move it, Odoo Pycharm, to be only templates. Okay, move in this case will just rename the folder. So again, I will list this. Now Odoo Pycharm templates became templates. That's it. Okay, again, I will stop the service, and I will invalidate and caches and restart. So if you wanted to just get the jar file, it will configure everything for you. If you wanted to do it manually, it will be fine too. So invalidate and restart. I just preferred get clone, because if I'm going to add any updates in the future, this will help you to get the updates just by getting to templates and get all, and again you will get the updates, but because we just pulled the updates, already updates. Okay, so do not hesitate to watch just something like following the updates in this repository, and of course you can leave your star if you like it. Okay, so we have now this project. Again, I will move to models. I will try to add something like that. As you can see, you have a list of options that can help you with to create your own object in a few minutes. And of course, this will save your time against adding some typo errors. So mistyping anything is not an option in this case. For example, I'm going to add Odoo object. This will create everything for me, and Odoo object inherit, for example. So what is the difference between both? This is inherits something, and this does not. This is totally new to Odoo. Okay, and of course it will be the same here. I can delete everything and just Odoo data. This will add this for me, and Odoo for, okay, and everything will be created just by adding a few words. Okay, so I will move them all. So we have this module clean with no updates from anywhere. Okay, so we have configured PyCharm with the templates. We have created a custom module. We have also configured the process here, the configuration to run the process. As I told you, this will be useful if you want to run the process or stop the process again. You can run it again, you can restart it, you can do whatever you want. And here is your configuration, which uses Python 3. Okay, Python 3 from the virtual environment Odoo 12. And it's also using the script Odoo-pin with the add-ons pass from Odoo, the source code from Odoo, and your custom modules. Okay. Please, if you think we are okay, just say yes if you think that I missed something. Okay, I can assume that everything is working fine for you, but I still need your confirmation. This will be very appreciated. Okay, anyone else? I'm not sure why no one else is interacting with us. We are 5, and sometimes we are 6 and 8. So you guys can use this chat to add your notes, comments. This will be great actually, and this will help me to improve the sessions for you in the future, of course. Okay. Okay, I will start again with the module structure. We have just created this module with custom module. I will navigate to presentation mode. Okay, do you think it's a problem of mine? I mean the internet connection? Okay, if anyone else has the same problem, can you please share it with us? Guys, if you have any problems with the internet, I need to understand if someone else has the same problem, so it will be on my side. If not, uh, we can understand that it's not my problem. Okay, no one else is responding. Okay, let's proceed with this. We have just, as I mentioned, we have just created this module using the scaffold command. This will create these folders for you, and it's all configured to be used directly. What I mean by used directly, okay, let's start with the basics. A valid Odoo module just contains these two files, init.py, and it can be empty, by the way, okay, and this file, which is you can think about it like a dictionary of keys and values, and every one of them you can think about it as a configuration. Okay, so first of all, here is the name of the module. This name is what is really appears here. Okay, so let's go inside this one. It's custom module. Okay, what if I wanted to change this one? I will make it custom module for 5 sessions. Okay, and I will add the description. Okay, it's a long description for this short description appears in the Kanban view. Here, short one line description. This short description is appearing here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is short description. Okay, and this long description, I mean this description or the long description will appear in this part. So what I'm going to do is to double this line many times, and I will not do anything else. And okay, this my company, you can change this to your company. Once in the past I had a dream to build my own company, which was Rojo Mania, but of course it's not there right now, so I will add it here. Okay, you can of course add the category of your module and its version, which is really important to understand how to add the version for your module. And these dependencies are the technical names of the modules that needs for your module to work correctly, and you can find this here, any module necessary for this one to work correctly. Okay, here are the data. These files, you can think about XML files as data files. It's some kind of database that where you can store your data and configuration. And here for views and templates, these files will always loaded, and once you install the module, these files will be loaded to your database. Okay, here we have demonstration mode that will enable these files to be loaded, and the only difference that it's the key for this this line is demo, and for this one is data. That's the difference. So again, if you want to have a valid Odoo module, you just need a folder that contains these two files. Okay, again, we will proceed now. For the controllers, Usually controllers are used for website and web services, which will if something is tries to access some URLs in your website, some directories in your website, like this one for example, it will run these I mean the method or the logic inside this method, and of course we will work on this later. And when after we are done with the backend development. Here for the demo, this will be the demo data that will be loaded automatically if you enable the demonstration mode, and you can find an example actually if you, of course we did not install any modules, that's why we have no, but for example you can install CRM. You remember that we enabled the demonstration mode. Okay, that will enable us to add some data for testing. Okay, during the loading, Mr. Jalal, you still have this problem? Okay. I think Mr. Jalal is still suffering from this problem. Okay, let's proceed. As you can see, guys, parameter for what? For the demo? You mean? Again, in Pycharm, we'll exit the presentation mode. Here, yes, the parameters, if you mean this, parameters, yes, or the add-ons path, that's it. Is this is the answer you are looking for? Okay, so here in Pycharm, again, I have the script, then the parameters, which is the add-ons path, and of course you can add whatever you want. And again, we have this virtual environment Odoo 12. Okay, so let's proceed. This demo data again is the data that will be loaded if you enable the demonstration mode when creating your database. And this is a good example for the demonstration data. This data is loaded by default when you install or create a database with demonstration mode. Okay, so of course you can create as many as you want. For example, you can add the demo file for products and of course for partners and sales orders, invoices, whatever you want, you can add your demo data for it. Okay, so let's proceed. The models, you can think about models just like, you know, a Python package. Okay, or can you, okay, no, I will use the presentation mode, this will be better. This is better, right? The presentation mode is better. Can you confirm? Okay, so let's back to here. So again, I was talking about the demo data. You can add your demo data that will be loaded for demonstration mode, and you can use it for testing, as we mentioned. Here the models is a Python module. Python module means that it's a folder that contains underscore init underscore .py. Actually, there is a shortcut to name this file, which is dunder init. So dunder init, which will import the file models, as you can see here. Here where we add all the code for our backend, anything on a change, for example, constraints, compute methods, If you have a button that needs to do something like printing a PDF, to change the workflow, whatever you want will be added here, and you can inherit existing objects, or you can create new objects with the fields, of course, as you can see here. And of course, we will come back to this point in a few minutes. Here in the security, okay, you have an existing model. Its name for now, it's custom module because it's automatically generated, but you can add, for example, custom model underscore product, which is an existing object in Odoo, and of course we will come back to this later on. Okay, so here's the template. Is an XML file. You can use it as you want, but it is preferably to be used for the website. Okay, and the views is something for our XML file for the backend. Okay, so of course we will go through all of this and we'll create some models. Let's start now with the easiest part by creating a new object. I will name it custom module. And you can add the description here, and we will understand why I added this description here. Okay, so it will be custom module. Okay, and of course, as I mentioned earlier, you can just add some fields. So I will add field character. This will be the name, and name is a field that is used to label the records in this object. What I mean by labeling this, okay, for example, we have here the languages, which is English, or let's say, okay, I will use this one. We have the countries here. United States, this value is stored in a field or a column name. Okay, the same here, this city or this state is also located in name. Okay, that's why it's added here as rec name, and this is the default, by the way. You can change it to whatever you want. Okay, so I will name, and of course I can add something like minute 1, for example. I think I need to add it again. By the way, as you can see, I did not write the full name of this field. I just selected some characters like ODO and mini, and of course I can choose whatever I want from here, which I will keep it simple. Partner ID, which is rest.partner. I will name it customer, and of course I can make it required. No, I will do this here, required true. Okay, so now I successfully created a new model named custom module with these values. I'm sorry, for these columns in the database. And let's back here to create some Odoo data. Okay, so I will add a form. And 3, and an action. Menu category. So let me confirm something here that I do not help you to understand the development process. For now, I'm just trying to help you to see what you're gonna get after configuring PyCharm with the templates and with your custom modules. I understand that I'm moving fast here, but this is not about developing a new module. I just create it, and I will later on I will create it in more details. These fields or these four records will be created manually, line by line, and of course I will explain the functionality of each one of them. So here I will add an ID for form, and it should be unique. Okay. The name, it can be the same, but using dots instead of underscores. So I will make it id.form.unique. Okay. The model here, it means the table in the database that it will be used to showing this data or listing these data. And of course we are working on custom module, which is a table in database. So let's back to here, the models, custom module, and I will add a description here, custom module form. Of course we have two fields, the name and partner ID. For this one I will make it partner ID, and for the name I will okay, we have Odoo form title. Okay, this added this div. This will help you to make the name something like this rather than these fields. In other words, it will make it bigger, and it will be located in the up front, up left side. Okay, so I will make it module. Okay. Okay, let's proceed with the other one, which is ID tree, because this is a tree view. Okay. And I will use the same name here, custom module key. And of course I will add the partner. And let's proceed with this object, with this action, which will be used ID custom module action. This will be used for the menu item. Okay, sorry, it will be okay. I will place this one action with this ID. Okay, you can add it whatever you want. You can ignore this one. Okay, the name is custom module. This will be the name of the menu that will be shown. And also I can use it in the same way here. And the rest model, it's the same as this one as model, so which should be custom module. Okay, you can add something here in the help text, and of course add more details here, more details. Okay, and this one should be menu ID, and also should be unique. Okay, so what I'm doing here, again, I'm moving fast because this session is not about development. This session is about creating this custom module with scaffold and to configure PyCharm with the templates, and of course to run the script. Okay, what I'm going to do now is to restart again so that this XML files can be loaded. I will move to apps. Okay, now we have custom modules for live sessions, which is this one. As you can see, It's the author is Projmania, and the long description came longer, and the name here is bigger too. So I will install this module. Okay, it does not appear here, so something is missing. Load, try again. Okay, it does not work. So I will enable the developer mode to figure out what's going on. Okay, the menu item is not installed. So what's going on? Okay, I missed the menu root. Okay, this should be menu ID, and also should be unique. Here is a name. I will name it custom module, which is the same. And I think, okay, this will be helpful if I will get out from the presentation mode. What if we added here this point, this parameter dash u custom module? Okay, apply, and okay. Okay, what if I restarted here? Okay, we have custom modules here, which means that when I restart this session here, okay, and come back to apps, okay, I expected to have it here. The menus are custom module. Custom module should be here. Actually, what's going on? Okay, the menus were created, but it's not showed here. So let's check what's going on with the menus. Okay, it does not understand the parent, so it should. Again, we missed something here, which is parent equal. Okay. So I will restart it again. So now custom module, yes, has its own child custom module, but again, it's not listed here. Okay, what's going on? Okay, let's upgrade from here. I'm searching for it because it does not make sense. Again, I'm searching for menu items. Okay, we have custom and custom modules. So what's the problem with that? A name and parent action. Everything seems to be fine. So let me again. Example, this might be the reason. I'm not sure. Okay, what was the reason? Anyone have any suggestion? Okay, anyone has any idea about what's going on? Okay, guys, do you have any ideas what about what we have here? So it's telling me that might be a permission. If it works, I will let you know what's going on. Okay, still not working. I have already tested this up before and it's working for me. I'm sorry, I did not enable this file here. I think we have another chance. Yes, it was a security issue. Okay, this was not in the previous versions. And also when I tested this, I added the security, but I did not think that it will work. I'm sorry, it will not be a problem. So here we have discovered something new, that if you are creating a new model in the database, you need to create its access permissions in the CSV file. Okay, and here we are talking about this CSV file, and of course enable this in the manifest file. If it's commented, you just need to remove the comment and make it enabled. So how can you understand this? To make it easier, I will open the CSV file with LibreOffice. Let's hide this. Okay, it's Odoo 12. We have security, and I will open this with LibreOffice. Okay. Okay, let's explain this. I need to zoom in. This ID should be unique, okay? And it's whenever you have an ID, it should be unique. The IDs will be unique whenever you want, whenever you work with this. Okay, so here I added access custom module, and by the way, the access should be added as a prefix for the ID and for the name. Okay, and here if you are working with the model itself, you need to add model as a prefix. I mean this part. Okay, it should be added so that it will understand that you are referring to custom module as a table in the database. Okay, again, you have base group user, which is the most basic group in Odoo, and you can think about it as the base for all other users. When this group have any permission, it will be inherited by other groups and it will be used in the other groups. Okay, for this group, we are giving it as a permission to read this object here. Oh, I'm sorry, I think I missed. Okay, it's here, so you can read any data if it has any data, but of course you still have no permission to edit, to create or edit this object. So what I'm going to do here, that let's start again with the Excel sheet. I think my machine is going crazy today. Okay, permission to read is 1, permission to write is 0, and permission to create, I will move it to be 1 again. Okay, as you can see, it's here 1 because I saved the Excel sheet there. So permission to read, permission to write, create, and unlink, it's 1, 0, 1. Okay, I will reload this service. I'm restarting it right now. And when I refresh this page, I should have the create. Yes, exactly. I have the create button here and import, because import is about creating new records. So when I can create, this is a placeholder. As you can see, is custom module placeholder. It's what we already did in the view, which is custom module placeholder. You can use this whenever you want to add such gray text. So I will add customer, let's say customer one description, and customer will be someone like Deco, for example, and of course I can save it. This because I have the permission to create this object, but I still have no permission to edit, neither to delete. This can be fixed also by, I think I need to delete this file. It was generated by LibreOffice. So here I have permission to read, permission to write. So I will update this one so that I can have the permission to write, which means to edit. Now I have the edit button, and I can add this here because I have no delete option. So when I refresh, now I have this delete option. Okay, so this session is not about the security, but I went there because I had no menu and I wasn't able to understand what's going on. Okay, because this was not one of the must in the previous versions. Now it's must to modify this CSV file or to make sure that the object you are working on is working fine. So I believe that we have also discussed the structure of this module, and now we have, let's say, a good understanding about security. This will be another session, and it will be a session for security only to explain how to work with the security in other ways. We have security rules, groups, and permissions, and it will be a really long lecture or session about the permissions. So for now, do we have any problems with the structure of the files? We just discussed that controllers will work with websites and URLs. The demo is for demonstration data. The model will be the tables that you will create in the backend by adding new fields and constraints on change and so on. The security, it defines who can do what. Okay, and finally the views, which will contain the files for the views whenever wherever it's located, for example for the website or the backend in Odoo. And of course we have discussed init and manifest, and just keep in mind that init will import all the files that contains other init files. So controllers which contain init file, okay, it will be imported here in the parent one, and the same for the models. If the models contains init, it will be imported also in the parent one. Okay, so I can stop for a minute just to ask you guys if you have any problems, if everything is clear, if I'm moving fast, because we still need to proceed maybe for another 15 minutes. Mr. Jalal, you still following? If you have any problems, please share it with me. Mr. Awad, do you have any problems? Guys, you are still following? Okay, if no one is following, I will stop right now and proceed in the next session. So I need a confirmation if someone else is still there. Guys, I have to stop if there is no one is following. I can see that there are two are watching. So please let me know if you're still following. Is it the internet? Are you still there? Okay, I think that no one is following. So I will stop right now and will proceed in the next lecture, and I will keep you updated whenever I start it. Okay, in the next lecture, we will create a custom module and with everything in more details. We will create the control, I'm sorry, the models, and we will use more fields. All the fields types will be used, and it will be listed here in the views. Of course, with the security rules, because it seems to be required to get the module work uh, for us. Okay, so I will be happy to see you in the next live session. Thank you guys for following, and thank you for those who will watch the video later on YouTube. Thank you all.